You got Ike on the left of me. That's on this side of me, but it looked like he's over there. And then you got me, Deacon Wood, on the right side of him. Yeah, that's right. I went back to Deacon Wood. Okay, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that, but we'll get back to that. Anyhow, this is what we talking about today. Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
Okay, we've been looking at this movie since he was a little bitty boy. You know, he been loving this movie. I don't even know if he liked the movie, but I trained him on this movie, and I tell you why. Because when I first saw this movie completely threw me off, okay? And then as I come to understand how this country really was, I realized that this movie really showed you, if you knew how to look at it with the third eye, that's the one that's right here, and look right at it. I got my glasses on. Guess what? Ain't nobody going to the law today, baby. You know, because, you know, that's how you got to have your glasses on around here because that's the law around here. But anyhow, you know, that's what that's it. So the movie impressed me in such a way to where I thought it was good for him to understand that you can take something as simple as this movie and look at how Mel Brooks put all these different elements in this movie to show and to make fun of the silliness of how people are. So we're going to get started right there. You got anything to say, Ike? Because I did say quite a bit.
As far as like, well, what you said was pretty much spot on.
I feel
I feel as though like this should be a movie that everybody gets to watch, or that
at least
should watch.
2 times.
Should watch, you know, because it's got truth to it, but it's also funny. But it's the funny truth that gets you confused because it's what you think.
Know, he's telling the truth, but go ahead.
No, it's what you think is supposed to happen actually happens, and that's what's funny because you're like, okay, so what I thought really happened. So we're getting ready to get into the opening scene.
Oh my bad.
We're getting ready to get into the opening scene.
The opening scene. That's when the scene
Blazing Saddles.
When the scene first come on, it opens itself right up to the stupidity. Let's go.
When it first come on, it opens it up to the stupidity.
Yes.
Well, he's not lying, folks. So here we go. We just, oh man, I didn't even back it all the way up.
Oh man, go ahead and pull it back.
So we ain't back it all the way
we ain't
up.
Professionals yet.
No,
when we professionals, we can't do that.
I'm about to say, when we real
when
professionals.
we get to be real professionals,
we can't be
ain't
messing
gonna
up.
We'll look better and smell better.
All right, y'all. So during this particular video,
can you smell?
we're gonna be doing.
Clean.
We're gonna be commentating on particular parts of the video. We'll stop it and pause it in between. And if you have any particular comments,
I ain't got nothing to say.
Leave your comments in the comments. You know, just let everybody else know what you think of the video. Let us know what you think about it.
I ain't saying nothing, you know.
Okay, we just gonna get started with this before it's too late. Jesus.
That's how it started out. The immigrants doing all the work and the police sitting on the ponies with a gun in their hand, just like today.
Look at your boy on the left, he ain't doing nothing.
Look, he just waiting it up.
Well, look, what?
Yeah, he's over.
He did one swing. Your boy did one swing.
I might be in the movie, but y'all ain't gonna really work me for $50.
Your boy did one swing.
One swing.
Everybody else really getting down.
Come on, boys! The way you lollygagging around here with them picks and them shows, you think it was 120 degrees. Can't be more than 114.
How come the person with the pedigree mouth always talking junk, BS, ain't doing a lick of work?
Not a drop.
And he's sitting around trying to tell somebody else what it feels like to be working. That probably been working all day.
Talking about it can't be no more than 114.
Seems like America to me.
Half of them got pickaxes and sledgehammers in their hands. And meanwhile, they get to ride on the trolley car.
In leisure, you know, because that's their Cadillac. They
wasn't even using the lever.
Not really, because they even in the movie they was closing it for them.
Oh my goodness!
So they didn't even let them work it in the movie.
They phony. That's all.
Why?
That's all.
That's all I can say.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, Paul. Uh-oh.
They had to laugh
Knock
at
that chink a day's pay for napping on the job.
Yes, sir.
Not that chink a day's
Now
pay.
come on, boys. Where's your spirit?
Now, one other thing I want to say right quick before they get into this. The man's talking about, come on, boys, where's your spirit? Meanwhile, once again, and he ain't done a lick of work.
None.
He doing all the talking.
All of it.
He gave out no instructions. But meanwhile, this is who the supervisor of everybody is.
That's just like somebody told me one time, if you take a handful of pennies and throw them behind you, you hit all kinds of insignificant people. And guess what? They don't look like me. Let's roll it, baby.
I don't hear no singing. When you was slaves, you sang like birds. Come on, how about a good old nigger work song?
Now, in your modern day man, brother man in the front, the first two is exactly the actions of how it would go. Because you always got somebody that's going to tell you, all right, hold on, before you just jump bad on buddy, let me tell you something first. We're just going to show them a little something, okay?
And plus, they got guns.
Exactly. Okay, they got weapons.
All we got is picks and shovels.
But
you just wait on there. Hold on there, Charlie.
Now, once
don't
again,
cross them tracks, buddy.
The numbers.
What numbers?
The numbers of these men outweigh the numbers.
Yeah, but see, the problem with that is they gonna shoot 3-4 y'all up front,
and then from there somebody gonna stop.
I'm gonna tell you, cause them big
bam, bam, bam,
big bucks just snatched the little Chinese guys in front of them for protection, because they can snatch them up. It's about 5 or 6 of them over to the right. Just snatch them over, bring them over, and then just let them get shot. I know that sounds wrong, but they need to keep the big bucks around, boy. They're gonna need that work done later on. Cause you just see they like they were saying. You see, there wasn't no buck didn't fall down. They still standing up ready to fight. So I'm just saying.
Hey,
the best thing to do, they should have snatched them little boys around and just put them up front, you know.
Hey, if y'all ain't seen it, and if this video comes afterward, go back and revisit the Django. Remember, them boys ain't here to buy no man. They sure ain't here to buy no man. So just let that be known. The big brother
is Calvin. He said, Calvin. He said, have you seen any money? He said, no.
He said, well, no.
He said, then they ain't here to buy no dingo.
I said, they ain't bought
He said, they here for that girl.
He said, they here for that girl. He said, what you talking about? He said, they here to buy a fighter. He said, did you see any money? No, then they ain't bought diddly. Okay?
They ain't bought diddly.
He said, thank you, Stephen. You're welcome, Calvin.
There you go. Meanwhile,
man, it's always one.
Back on the racism. Onto the tracks.
Onto the tracks.
Yeah, I did a broadcast one time. America, you on the right track. Go ahead, we'll check it out.
You can't get ahead of it. You can't get ahead of it. You know it.
My bad.
Can't tell me sing this song to God.
Can't tell me
to the day.
Look at it. And you know they stink.
Fools.
But they got new boy. They got on new clothes.
Look at your boy. Your boy in the baby blue. He don't know what's going on. Lost. Now, you know something I just realized too?
What's that?
They messed up in that scene because his shirt was just open. Now, when they put it back, now his jacket closed.
Which one? Who?
He has on a blue shirt underneath of that white jacket. Brother man over there with the one that was just doing the craziness.
Okay, right.
He had on a powder blue shirt.
And you know what that comes from? I tell y'all exactly what that comes from. When you do a scene on a movie, they always have people, when they get ready to cut, take a picture of it. So that when you come back, they know how to set everybody exactly the way they were. Make sure that this is up, your collar's flipped if it was flipped in the last one. If your face got a little smudge on it, they put that back. Somebody didn't do their job.
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
Now, I don't know who it was. We ain't going to point no finger.
The guy that's right up front, the one doing all the talking. He in charge, ain't he? That's who we get. But then, here we go. As soon as you point your finger, see how he running away right now?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's how they do. They run away as soon as the trouble come up.
Man,
Anyway.
all the time. All the time.
What
Well, while the world of sports is going on.
here? I had you people try to get a little track lead, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
Ooh, you know you can't use
Woo!
that word today. That
You use any of that right now?
You use that today, you cancel. You are completely out.
You will be Wakanda.
You can't say that word Kansas City.
That's a bad.
You just can't say it.
You can't say it together either.
And you can't say it if you string it together like that. Now, let me say this for instance. Like, for instance, you can say Fagon. Fagon down there and get that what I told you to get. And bring it back up here and put there. See? Y'all don't know nothing about that. You can say that. But you can't put that A sign in there unless you're saying flag. I'm just saying. Get wiped off.
Listen, dummy.
Listen, dummy.
Some quicksand up ahead. Better check it out. Okay, I'll send down a team of horses to check out the ground. Horses? Why, we can't afford to lose no horses, you dummy. Send over a couple of niggers.
That's crazy to tell. It's just acceptable terms for any and everything.
Yeah.
Like, look, hey, you getting ready to go? Hey, matter of fact, it's dangerous. Send a couple of them over there. Like, but
now you can't say that. You have to say the N word. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we need to start our own community. You know, like they got the LGBTQ. You know, we need to make our own community. Just get everybody black together, and we just need to start our own. Martin Luther King. We need to bring that back, okay? Because Jesus.
You know, since you mentioned Jesus, and you mentioned the blacks at the same time,
The whites, the blacks.
I'm reminded of the story of the person he said, "Don't you throw that stone." And he looked right at that boy. He said, "You got sin. Don't you chunk now. Another stone." And Jesus turned around, that stone was bust him side the back of the head with another rock. That's where we are today. That's exactly how man fell from that rock busting. They claim it was in the garden, but it was that rock that bust him side the head. I'm telling you.
It was the rock.
The Lord didn't want to get snuck like that. Look here, when they came and got him, he knew about it. He went just as willingly with them. Okay, they laid him down. He just put his hands out, gave up everything. But when that dude throwed and hit him in the head with that rock, he got him right in his back turned. The Lord don't play that. That's what happened. They just didn't write it. It's all up in there. It's in another book they ain't showed you yet, but it's out there. Guarantee it's out there. And then you end up with cowboys.
Did you end up with cowboys?
Yeah. That's how I got it. Look,
Jesus
man,
got busted in the back of the head with a rock. That's how you got cowboys.
That's how you get them, boy. I don't have no other explanation.
I ain't got nothing to say to that one, y'all.
Okay? All I'm saying is something is wrong in Denver.
I don't know where he went with that one. I'm not sure.
You know, they always say something is rotten in Denver. Denmark. I think they talking about the cheese though.
Yeah.
Because that cheese they used to have over there smelled like feet.
That Linden.
I went over there and said, "Hey, girls.
Lindenberg or something cheese."
Girl, don't get me started on no toes.
And back to the video.
You want to come off the line?
and
Just said you, some feet.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir.
he specifically requested 2 niggers. Well, to tell a family secret, my grandmother was Dutch.
Get on that hand car and take it down.
See,
The little one next to him snickering.
See, when I first went to Amsterdam, I was thinking I was going to see the little wooden shoes and the windmills and all that, and the women in the little thing.
Dutch chocolate.
You know, that kind of, that Dutch chocolate. Ricardo, that kind of. Got over there, man. It was like being in New York City. Okay? Brothers was leaning, had afros, man, was wearing the same thing we was wearing. And I'm telling you, I'm like, where we at? These was Dutch people. So he's telling the truth. His grandmother could have been Dutch.
Could have been from the Netherlands.
She could have been from the Netherlands or from Rotterdam. I'm just saying. Amsterdam, any of that stuff. Let it roll, baby.
Just trying to help you out.
Get!
Yeah.
I knew your grandma was Dutch.
Your grandma was Dutch.
Oh, the Camptown ladies sing this.
You wanna know something?
What's that?
I just got that too. That's hilarious. The fact that everybody already knew these songs, but the fact that they still got a racist tone behind them.
Yeah.
And he's just like, why would we sing that? And we were
Anyway.
slaves while singing these songs. And you want us to sing them? So then for their own leisure time, they sing it. Just cause they can. That's funny.
Well, see, Mel Brooks had a lot of irony in this movie. Because if you go in there and you see the part where the black people were moving from one side of this country to the other side, he said, well, we was in this long wagon train, but they wasn't part of the train. The white folks made them get way in the back. So when the Indians raided them, they all used to show on the Cowboys where they would circle the wagon. Well, they just showed the one black group just riding around by themselves.
In a circle.
In a circle, because they didn't have nobody to accompany them. It's the same thing. You had to do what you do to survive, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was
So you learn how to sing these old crazy songs, and you learn how to jigaboo.
You learn how to jigaboo.
Yeah, you learn how to jigaboo,
In
boy.
case y'all didn't know, today is the day y'all can learn how to jigaboo.
Yeah, you watch the one on the end right there with them shoes. He getting ready to show you.
Somebody get this jigaboo away from me. Oh man, all right. That'll be a story for another time. Okay, we're gonna head back to this right now.
Do-dar. Camptown racetrack 5 miles
See?
long.
See?
And he did a little jig.
Jigaboo, boy.
Going to run all day. I'll wager my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay. Boy,
What?
am I wrong? Or is the world rising?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate it.
Hey, Charlie. Let me ask you something. What is it that's not exactly water, and it ain't exactly earth? Quicksand!
Quicksand.
Oh, shit.
Now we in.
Quicksand. Ah, dang, now we are in trouble.
They in trouble.
His face.
Get your rope down. Get over there, quick.
Right, Mr. Taggart.
Why would you get off the cart?
That's what I'm thinking.
Why-
See, that's another thing. That's the same thing they make you do when Tarzan would come in the jungle and the lion would come towards the natives. Now, they've been there all these years with the lion. And Tarzan come in there, and say, Umaguma, and they just fall down. And then when the lions come after Tarzan, he take his big old knife out. And when they jump up in the air, he stab them all in the heart and shit. But the people that's indigenous to that area, that's been carrying and killing lions for years, when the lion jump to them, guess what they do? They drop their spear and run. Y'all never noticed that. They always try to get the black man to drop his weapon.
Alright. They definitely do.
So anyhow, is that enough for that movie?
Pretty sure. Yeah, I think it is.
I think
I
we did
think it
enough on
is.
that movie.
You know
So-
what?
What?
You know what? Let's we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more.
Are we still recording?
Yes, we are.
Awesome.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so this one I wanted to do just because of the fact that they went through trying to find all these dudes strictly just so they could ride into one town.
And make what? Doesn't that sound like the same thing they did when they moved over here to this country? Didn't they bring a group of people over, sign them up, This is what we're gonna promise you. All we need you to do is come help us get rid of some people.
Jesus.
And the Indians, poor thing, they didn't know. They just didn't know.
Just taking advantage
Hey, come on in.
of
Hey, because they still was moon stars and, on the ground and everything and loving everything. They just didn't know how they thought over in England because they didn't know about the whole Roman Empire. Anyways, let's get to the subject at hand.
Oh, yeah. So I picked this one because of just what it really stands for. Just it's them wanting to find these guys to use them for that particular purpose.
And
also,
the type of guys.
Yeah, and the type of guys that they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
When we play this video.
Okay, let's go with it.
Qualifications?
Arson, armed robbery, mayhem.
Wait a moment. What have you got in your mouth?
Uh-oh. He messed up.
Nothing.
See, that's just like another group that we know we don't want to mention no name, like the Republicans. Insignificant stuff they're concerned
Chewing
about.
gum online, eh?
But real stuff.
I hope you brought enough for everybody.
Ain't just what they'll do.
I didn't know there was gonna be so many.
That's what they'll do. Eliminate you.
Boy, is he strict.
Gotta get in there close and find
Waco
out what's
Kid and
happening.
Bart. Sheriff Bart.
There's our ticket.
There's our ticket.
Hey, boys,
And they still work to
look
the
what
day.
I got
by the way.
here.
Hey, where the white women at?
That would work today.
Look.
Man, that was pretty. I like that.
Boy, talking about that was nice. I like that. That was nice. I like that.
Attack Lockridge at noon tomorrow. Here's your badge.
Now, they don't need no badge.
Badges.
We don't need no stinking badges.
And that's another racist thing they did in movies all the time. How they
Feeding
depict
cattle.
Mexicans. Monanos!
Crime?
Proof Vatican.
Man, a lot of people talk like that.
Pinky. Sign here. Why, Rat, how many times have I told you to wash up after weekly cross burning? See, it's coming off.
And now for my next impression, Jesse Owens.
Season!
Now, real quick, another thing that I just realized.
What's that?
When he told him what, he said, "Yeah, Rip." So what I told you about washing up about the weekly cross burning. See, it's coming off.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he flipped his hand over when he told him that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that part that he flipped his hand over.
Yeah, he flipped his
He
hand.
did like this. He said,
it's coming
see,
off.
it's coming off. And he said that it kept going. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, because I decided
the boy pulled the hat off.
talking about Negroes. Hey.
We'll head them off at the pass! Head them off at the pass? I hate that cliche.
What he got? He got a Derringer?
Yeah.
2-shot?
Yeah.
Phony. That's
And that
all
was
it
the
is.
first time I had ever heard anybody use the word cliche. I didn't know what a cliche was. I had to learn.
That's why I looked it up after that. I was like, cliche.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of good points about the whole
Real quick. YouTube, y'all bogus. You're canceling my brother, man. Berlin right here, okay? Over nothing that y'all could have just sent the email and told him to take it down. Okay? Y'all disrespectful. Cause y'all let other people rock out. I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all know who those people are.
And you know why you let them do it too.
But well, it was taken care of. Y'all gave him his channel back. I got you, and I understand that. You feel me? But him having that 2.2 million following group, and then for y'all to just shut it down, bogus. We just gonna say that. We just gonna leave it there.
That sounds like to me some politics that came into this.
Man, I trust me. I've been